City Series cigars and Citrus 7s, black cement 3s, 4s, the hairs and bread 11s. No doubt that I'll be wearing some fire at any sighting. With these Doran Becker 5s, you can see me in any lighting. It's exciting, I'll be flexing to the coldest degree.
What's up, everybody? Sneakerhead M Checks. I just got the 2022 Lost and Found Chicago Jordan 1 scheduled to release Saturday, November 19th. So as usual, we're going to take a close detailed look at the shoe from all angles. After that, I'm going to put them on and step around them so I can see how they look on feet. I'll discuss my personal opinion on the shoe, and then I'll go over release predictions, reselling predictions, and all that stuff. So let's get right to it. They have this cracked leather in the toe box. These come with a white pair of laces and a black pair of laces. Unlike usually, I know we normally get the extra laces in like a lace bag, but on these they just have them both laced in there like this. The tongue is an off-white, beige looking color to to give like a vintage look to them. Then up here on the tongue, this is like a real minor detail, but if you're familiar with this part on Jordan 1s, or on recent Jordan 1s, you'll notice the swoosh on these is a little bit more like, the cut is a little bit more deep. It has more like OG look to it. If you look at the 2015 Chicago 1s, let me get them close to each other. You see how the swoosh on this one is a little bit more like, it's not as deep. You see how like the cut kind of goes down a little bit more right here, as opposed to over here, it's just a little bit more, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't go down as deep. Y'all see what I'm saying? But yeah. That is the front. It's not as obvious as it is on the tongue, but this midsole right here also has a little vintage tint to it. Like I said, it's not as heavy as it is on the tongue. Y'all see the tongue, it's like pretty obvious from right here even. But on the midsole, you really got to look real close. Almost, it's kind of something you kind of got to see in person, because right here on camera it looks pretty white. Over here on the upper, there's more cracked leather. You got a nice leather swoosh. Then more cracked leather right here. I think this was a bit extreme over here on the collars, because if you look at most 85 pairs, like most of them don't have all of this. And if you didn't already notice, I figured this kind of went without saying on these, but these do obviously have that 1985 shape to them. If you didn't see it already on the other angles I showed you guys, these definitely have that OG shape that a lot of us love. Here's the back. Let me know how you guys feel about the collars. Are they on point? Was it too much? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Let me know. Here's the back side of the tongue. Also has that aged coloring on it. It's actually a little heavier than it is on the front side of the tongue. Then in here, the interior is all black. And then you have your black and white laces just tied in here. Insoles are white with red Nike Air logos. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. The soles have this chalky kind of finish on them. Literally looks like somebody drew on the ground with chalk and then somebody put these on and stepped around in it. I don't know why you can't really see it as well from this angle. I'm going to pick them up in a second. See, actually you can see it from right here. But if anybody doesn't know why they do this, it's just something that you see on vintage sneakers. It's not on all of them, and it's not exclusive to just Jordan 1s. And it's not on all Jordan 1s. See, I can see it a little bit better here. But I'm not sure exactly what causes this white chalky stuff to show up on older shoes, but it is something that's pretty common. And like I said, it's not on every pair, but you'll see it here and there if you look at enough OGs. And that's what they were going for with that. They come in this vintage looking Jordan 1s box. I'm not really sure what the orange top was about, because I'm pretty sure the Chicago's came in this box with the black and red top that matches this bottom. But anyways, as you can see, the paint on the edges of the box is purposely rubbed off to give it a, you know, like an aged look. The inside is the best part. Comes with this little receipt for Sandy Bros Sports. Date is August 30th, 1986. For Air Jordan basketball shoes. Paid cash. What does that say they paid? Is that $64.99? I don't know, but yeah, this is cool. Then over here on the paper, the paper has like a newspaper, magazine kind of style to it. And it's just advertisements of the ones. See, they got them on sale for $30. This is crazy. Like, first of all, retail was $65. That's wild. And these went on sale for $29.99. The Chicago ones went on sale for $29.99. Different little pictures of the ones. Jordan jumping. Yeah, I see what's going on here. $59.97. What is 11? Oh, they had the t-shirts for $11.97. $59.99. Nah, the Jordan t-shirt for $8.97 is crazy. These are the AJKOs for $30. I don't know what these are. These airships for $34.97. I don't know, but this is cool. A lot of interesting little you know, Jordan 85, 86 nostalgia. But enough about the paper. Here's the box label. Then over here on the front of the box next to the label, they have this little sale sign, and it looks like it's over $64.99 price tag. Here's a quick all around view of the shoe. Alright, now let's see how they look on feet.
I got all the Jordans, I got all the Jordans. I write a verse about my kicks and then I go record it. I wear some heat and they be snapping pics like all the tourists. Shit, I could sell a couple pairs and pay off all the mortgage. I'm breaking necks when out in public if the pair is hype. I don't like it when they yellow, need them clear as ice. If I can get another pair, then I'ma cop them twice. I wear my Tokyo, she on me cause she know the price. That's really crazy, I ain't never lied.
Now, I know these are supposed to represent the 1985 Chicago ones, so I was trying my best throughout this review to not talk about the 2015 pair that much. But I know there's got to be at least a few people who already own the 2015 Chicago ones and are debating on if they should cop these and get rid of their 2015s, or if they should pass on these because they already got the 2015s, or if they should cop these and keep both. So I just briefly wanted to go over the major differences between the 2022 pair and the 2015 pair. I think I touched on all these differences throughout the review at some point. I just want to put them all together in summary. One of the main differences is definitely the shape and the cut of the shoe. The 2022 pair has more of a 1985 OG shape to them, whereas the 2015 pair has a more modern Jordan 1 shape. Honestly, the biggest difference I'd say is this cracked leather up here on the collar and right here that I was complaining about earlier. Because I feel like at first glance, like when you look at these like right away, that's the first thing I notice at least. Then another difference is the cracked leather on the white part right over here, and then also in the toe box. Like I said before, it's not nearly as extreme as the black part, but it's still different than it is on the 2015 pair because they just had the regular leather all throughout the shoe. Another thing is the discoloration they put on certain parts of the 2022 pair to give them that vintage look. You got it on the tongue. I know it's really hard to see, especially on camera, but it's also on the midsole, and then also on the outsole. 2022 pair has that chalky age looking outsole, and the 2015 just have a regular red one. And that's pretty much it. All the other differences are pretty minor, I'd say. Like I know earlier I talked about the differences of the Nike Air logo right here. See on the 2022 pair, it has more of a like OG look and cut on the Nike swoosh, and the 2015 pair has a more like modern looking Nike swoosh. And then of course the box was different. You know, they had the orange top on these and the color removed from the sides, whereas the 2015 pair just had this regular Jordan 1s box. I think it goes without saying, I don't even gotta say nothing. Y'all already know these are definitely fire. They did a pretty good job replicating the OG. The box and packaging is fire. The only thing that I don't really like about these is the overly cracked leather that they put on the collar. Like I said earlier, I understand that they're trying to go for like a vintage age look, and that's why they did that. But I really feel like they did way too much, because if you look at most 1985 Chicago ones, most of them don't have all of this. You know, some of them have parts of the collar coming off, but it's usually not this extreme. Don't get me wrong, I have seen pairs where it is, you know, kind of like this, but it's not like that common for them to do this. So I really don't get why they did that. And it's really just the black part for me. Like, I wouldn't be tripping that much if they just had it on the white part, because you really can't even see the white part that bad. This, I'd say, is more practical and definitely more tolerable. It could just be the coloring on it. This doesn't look that crazy. This is OD to me. But anyway, honestly, the more I think about these, I'm probably not even gonna cop these. Like, I'm probably not even gonna get a pair of these for myself. And the reason is because it's not even really because of the collar thing. I mean, the collar thing does like play a role in it, but my main thing with these is, for the price that these are going for, I'd rather get rid of these and just throw the extra money on top to get a 1994, 1995 pair or an OG 1985 pair. And the reason I really want to get the 94, 95 pair is because I was born in 94, so like that year is special to me. That pair means more to me than the OGs. As crazy as that sounds, like obviously it's always OG over everything, but y'all gotta understand, like, that pair was being produced the year that I was born. So, like, you know what I mean? I feel a little attached to it. So I want to get those for that reason. I want the 85s too, but we talking a lot of money here. The market on these has been jumping around a little bit. I've seen them go for as much as like 2,000. I've seen them go for as low as like 1,000. But I'd say on average, for the most part, most pairs, most sizes are reselling for around like 1,200 right now. And I'd like to say that that price will go down come release day, but I'm not 100% sure. I know the hype on these is going to be crazy. These are definitely going to be, hands down, I'm calling this now. These are definitely going to be surety, like no brainer. So I wouldn't be surprised if these don't go any lower than like 1,000. So for resellers, if you get these for retail, you really can't do any wrong, whether you sell them now, hold on to them, sell them later. Like, these are going to go for so much, it really won't matter. But regardless, I would say the best time to sell these is going to be on release day, or as close to release day as possible. You'll be able to make great profit on these no matter when you sell them, no matter what size you have. Like, they're just going to be that crazy. But if you really want to maximize your profit, the day these come out, that's when you'll really be able to make your bread, because everybody knows the day of release date, everybody wants them, and the hype on these is going to be ridiculous. We'll be about a month away from Christmas. People are going to be panicking for Christmas presents. You know how many girls are going to be dropping checks because they man want these for Christmas? Yeah, so resellers, that is your time to shine. So obviously it's going to be real hard to cop these. I'm wishing everybody the best of luck in getting these in your size for retail. But if you strike out on release day, can't get them for retail, and you still want to buy these, my advice, if you want to save a little bit of money, try to buy these about 1 or 2 months after release, because that gives them enough time for the hype to die down, and not that people will forget about them, but they're not going to be fresh on people's minds to the point where they get that little extra current hype boost in the market value. You wait a good 4 to 8 weeks after release, that gives them plenty of time for everybody who wants to buy them, and that market is just going to slowly go down. Nothing crazy, because they still Chicago ones, and people are going to be thirsty for them all year, all next year, and years ahead of that. But I think I get what I'm saying. Don't buy them for market value on release day. You'll be paying, I mean, I know some people just can't wait and they just want to wear them on release date. If you're one of those people and you got it like that, that's fine. But if you want to save a little bit of money, do yourself a favor and wait a couple of weeks. But good luck to everybody that's trying to cop a pair of these to wear. You're definitely going to need it. I'm wishing you the best of luck and get them in your size for retail. If this video was helpful or informational in any way, I really appreciate if you give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're interested in more early reviews like this or any other sneaker related content, do us both a favor and subscribe to my channel. Just make sure you tap that little bell icon next to the subscribe button and select all. That way when I put a new video out, you'll get notified and you won't miss out on anything. Thank you all for watching. Everybody, please stay safe and healthy out there, and I'll see you next time.